Alright, so I got these markers in the mail yesterday. Ordered them off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. But I wanted to try them out. And I'm going to show you some things that I drew last night just playing around. I've never used these markers before, and I wanted to try them out. So here is what I did last night. I was playing around with the greens like these. I'm going to show you what these can do, but I wanted to draw part of like the Hulk, his chest and his arm there a little bit, and some flesh colored things like this. I'm going to show you how to do that, but they're pretty nice. Drew a little bit of Iron Man there, but I was just playing around testing them out, and I gotta say I like them. So let's try this, see if I can duplicate some of this for you. Now this is just regular old printer paper. You're gonna see that if you get too much marker on there at one time, it will bleed like this. I wanted to see how far I could go before that would happen, and that's what happens. But if you're careful, you can get some really nice, and I love this because I like superheroes. I like doing things like this. And I'm going to show you how to do something like that on a smaller scale. Now what I do is I have this so that I don't mess up my... Let's try this out here. See what we can do. So first, I'm going to show you how to do this. Now these all have numbers on them, and what they tell you to do is you go like that, and then you write, 132 beside it so that you know what color that is. But I didn't get to that point yet, but I was excited. I just wanted to do a quick video here and show you guys how these work. So we're going to move that a little bit there. So I have this, and it has a like a fine point, and then it has the broad, right? So what I'm going to try to do is show you how to do these. Okay. So if we just go right across like that, now you'll see that you don't see any strokes. That's what I love about this. Typical markers, you're going to see strokes and lines. Now I'll let that dry just a hair, and then I'm going to come in with this number, which is a 25. I'm just going to go over top of it a little bit. See that? Should blend pretty nice. Then, if you wanted, because I'm going to try to go for something like that, you know how like in comic books and cartoons you have the shadows, and you kind of got to try to learn to understand the transition from, obviously in here, this could be a darker green going out like this, and most people would think, oh, well, it's black, but it's not necessarily. The shadows are not necessarily black. You see how this came? This is really nice here. So this color's just a light gray. I'm just going to go across like that. We'll see what that looks like. While that dries, we can try the, I'll tell you what, why don't we do this? Why don't we try to do something like that real quick while that dries? So we can come across like this, we can come down like this, draw some that, across like this. This is its bicep, right? See that? And his pec. See that? We can come up like that. And I like to make these like the cartoon artists do. They go across, make these lines a little thicker at some spots. Now we're going to turn this like that. Now let's come up here and see what we can do here. So there's a couple things we could do. I have enough room here. There we go. So what we can do here is So I like to take, let's turn this into something. Now, regular old pen. I love working with a pen on top of marker. So we could put something like, maybe there's some kind of ridge going across here, right? Like that. See that? It's a little darker underneath. Give it some depth, right? See that? Just like that. Maybe come in here, start making some lines, right? Just like that. See that? Just pulling down, nice and straight. See, this is starting to look like something, right? Kind of looks like a cartoon, comic book. Come in here like this, do some cross hatching. And you could leave it like that if you wanted. Or you could come in here and, okay, well, if there's a ridge there, I wonder if I could put a little, see that, like a shadow, comes to life, right? I like that. You know, maybe up here, that could be completely plain, you know, or you could put some dots. Maybe it's porous, maybe it's some metal. Maybe there's a line that goes across. And get my little white Posca pen. You could even put something going across like that. Maybe there's some white dots on that. Looks kind of neat, doesn't it? You can do whatever you want. You can even come down here and make this a little thicker, right? See that? I like that. I think that looks pretty neat. That makes it really look 3D. Let's see what we can do here. See if we can do just a couple sections here. So I have this number 123 here. Let's just come in here, pull down like this, it's bicep, right? See that? Let's do that. And let's do the shoulder. See, I like to do nice big strokes like that. And then we can do this as well. Just go straight across. See that? Now that Sharpie, that's bleeding a little bit. I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna show you another color, perhaps, that you could do while that dries. You could come in here and maybe do blue, right? Like aqua. Come in here and put that up there, right? Maybe you want to take this gray. Maybe bring that down like that, right? Let's see what happens when that dries. Now let's take a look at this again. See what we can do here. Well, we know that there's some shadows in here. I'm going to work on this bicep though. I'm going to take this, start pulling this down. Maybe something like that. Start bringing this out. See what we can do here. And we're just playing around. I'm just showing you what you can do. I'm not a cartoonist, but I tell you what, I love working with color. There's all kinds of things you can do. Bring this down like this. Oh, you could use that fine tip, or you could come in here like this. Just come straight across like that. Well, let's see, this dried pretty nice there. So what we can do is we could take our Sharpie, come across like that if you want, right? Right? Now watch this. This is pretty neat. So you got dark and there's light down here. Watch this. We just go across like this. Watch this. This is that pen over top of marker. Watch, this is like magic. Love doing this. This is pretty nice. I like this. See that? Look at that. Look at that nice transition. So if you have imperfections in your marker, for example, like this, let's see if I took that, right? Say, oh, what? Let's see what he can do with that. See if we can clean this up, right? Probably can. Watch this. Now it depends on what style you're going for. You can, I'll probably do a future video on just marker alone, but it's going to be tough because I'm going to want to come in here and do this kind of stuff right here. You know, I'm going to want to come in here and I'm going to show you how to do that on that right there. But where were we at here? This. So you can come in here and just come across, and you can keep doing that, and that can turn into something really nice. All right, so all right, so can we go back over this a little more? Sure, we can try that. Or if you don't want to do that, let's try this. See this gray? See what that'll do for you. That might give you even a more of a transition. You see that? That's not bad. So you can do whatever you want with that. You can come in here and make some curves if you want. Whatever you want to do. Okay, so let's take a look at this now. Let's see where we're at. Well, we got to take a look at our greens. Let's see what color this is. Yep, that's probably what I want. Come down here like that. See that? Start maybe getting some striations in here, right? I'm going to darken this a little bit. Don't worry about that bleeding. I'm going to take care of that with the Sharpie afterwards. See, maybe we try that, right? And come down here. Shoulder. And again, I'm not looking off of anything. We're just trying to see what we can do here. We're just playing around. Now, I can come back here with this green. And maybe I'm gonna leave a little bite there. See that? Talking about right there. Okay, and this is a little bit too light for me, so I'm gonna just come back over here. Just gonna come this way, see what happens. Now you can come in here with this gray, right? We can come in here, which makes it look like a darker green, right? See that? And then depends on where your light's coming from. You could do it up here at the shoulder. See that? Of course, you're gonna come down under here, right? See that? You're gonna come down here maybe. See that? It's whatever you want to do. I'm just throwing some in here to show you what these markers can do, really. That's all we're doing here. You can come across like this, maybe. See that? What the whole goal of this video is to show you these markers. I think they blend really nice. You know, if you go over too much, it's going to destroy the paper. Now again, I'm not a paper expert. I know there's a lot of different papers, but you can look to see what paper might be recommended for these types of markers. But can definitely use printer paper. Now I'm going to come in here with this pen. I'm just going to start making this look like a comic book. I love this style. Just want to show you that you can layer and layer and layer all you want with pen over top of marker. You know, there for a while, some of my superhero drawings, I was doing marker, just regular old Crayola markers. I didn't have anything fancy. But I did that over top of colored pencil over top of marker, and it really came out nice. I really believe that it's not always about the tool that you have, but it's the artist. I really believe that. You see here, just playing around. We can do some cross hatching in here, like this. Not pressing hard. See that? But you can get in there and you can do all kinds of stuff. You could even come in here. You could come in here like this. Do some of that. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. You can even crossed the whole way like that, maybe like that, right? Whatever you want to do. Maybe you want to come across here like that. Maybe bring some lines in here, right? See that? Do whatever you want. Your imagination. But I tell you what, I love working with these. Now let's see if we can see that vein there. Let's see if we can put a big old vein in here. See that? Just like that. Just to make it look 3D. Make it a little dark on this side. See that? It's not hard, right? Now, remember I said about this gray? See that? And if you want, play around with the Posca pen, this white. See that? Put some highlights in here. Like that. There's one coming across here like that. Whatever you want to do. Just play around and test it out. That's all it's about. It's about experimenting. That's all it is. So I hope you enjoyed that. There's a lot of ways you can draw, and this is just one of them. But I really like these markers. I'm really anxious. I might try to draw Iron Man, so you might want to look for that in an upcoming video in the next month or two. I might try a full-blown Iron Man because I really like those colors, how they came out. Now that was the first thing that I did when I bought these markers. I tried to draw that, and it's not bad. I can see where I made some mistakes, but it really wasn't bad. And then this stuff actually didn't come out too bad. So it was really exciting to try, see how they came out. And now I love how this blends. So it's definitely a good buy. I think it was like 30 bucks. Wasn't bad at all. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'll put the link in the description, and we'll see you next time.